Hi, it's Joanne St. Creator watching The Dragon Prince, Season 2, Episode 6, The Heart of a Titan, which is what they are after. And it really does feel like potentially this could be where 3 queens die, but we will see. And I do hope we get to find out what was in the letter as well, and it's not just Callum being like, oh, that was an emotional read. Thank you so much, Albert, for sponsoring this show, and let's go. Can you read the letter, sweetheart? Oh, good. Oh, and Bates on his lap. Comforting to both of them, I'm sure.
Now I wonder if I should have held you closer. I wonder if showing you how much I loved you would have been okay and would not have disrespected your relationship with him.
It wouldn't have done, but you were trying. This is a really sweet letter.
But in my eyes and in my heart, you are my son.
That's really sweet.
I'm proud of you. And I love you.
He deserves to hear this. He's lost 3 parents, the poor baby.
A few months ago, I took my revenge on Zadia. Tonight, it is their turn.
Fascinating. So the queen dies on this mission and then you took revenge? That's just a stupid foolish move. Or a liar wishing a secret. Yes, please.
Story of epic battles and legendary creatures. It is ultimately a story of sacrifice.
So he's seriously trying to get through to this child by reminding her that her parents died in Zadia, so see, look, you should want revenge. It's just defending itself. Like, obviously I'm not enjoying watching all these people get killed, but at the same time, it's just trying to defend itself. It's just fighting for its own life. Oof. They are good at aiming these things. Oh, the sisters. She believed in this mission least of all.
Do you think you can?
Yes, we can save them all.
You just had to murder one creature.
I'll stay with Amaya. We'll make it home together. Everyone else should take the heart back.
Oh.
They agree. Time is of the essence.
What a bitch. He only cares about himself.
We leave no one behind. We do not leave our wounded.
And again, this is painting someone who's noble and someone that wants to protect the innocent and someone with good ideals as being stupid and foolish because he always does things that just get people killed in the long run.
You wouldn't do this if it wasn't your wife's sister.
I've made my decision.
And this was probably the beginning of their fracture as much as they stayed close.
Soon you will both face a lie. The great lie of history.
Oof.
Strength is found in vulnerability, in forgiveness, in love.
Yeah.
These moments of purest strength.
So sad, but he,
to those who don't know better,
in so many ways, Harry brought it on himself. I mean, he didn't deserve to die, but
that it can be a narrative of love.
he really believes in these boys, and I could believe in them too if they were to grow.
Well, I'm supposed to be an assassin, but I've never actually,
Assassinated anyone.
Oh, well, maybe someday. Never give up on your dreams.
Thanks for the encouragement.
The heavy heart of the Titan and the additional burden of carrying the wounded.
What a
Our pace
burden.
reach was as the sun rose on the horizon. I could feel its heat on my neck.
Again, he is the wise hero he came up with the solution. He knew the right thing to do always.
Hoping to it, I felt a cold dread.
Because only you knew the truth of what was coming. He is the hero of the story, and that is clearly true. But he's just a sweet baby boy. It's just defending Zadia right now against an attack.
You get the Titan's heart to safety. Save all our people.
Fuck. You think one of them should have gone back to, be queen of their people and not leave a child in charge? Raise their child? It's just defending its home. You wanted revenge on Zadia for defending itself from an attack. Oh my god, is he seriously... Of course you bravely went there to try and save her parents. Of course you did. I believe you. A biased narrative can be told, children. But it's very much a tale that paints him as the brave hero that did all he could. It reminds her of her parents' love for her and sacrifice just to try and get her.
Without him to perform the spell, the heart is worthless, and this was all for nothing.
Sarai, what are you saying?
I'll see you on the other side.
And of course, she bravely sacrificed herself for Viren. There was no one else that could have gone. I mean, it probably is true.
She said, but I do know I will be watching over you and your brother.
Oh,
Always.
he'd be so proud of you right now. Trying to right his wrongs.
Thank you.
Don't thank me yet.
Don't you have any more magical tricks up your sleeve, bitch? I mean, maybe Viren is telling a very accurate version of history. It just is a version of history that paints him as the wonderful, brave, smart, intelligent, genius hero. And at this point in history, I don't think he was evil. I don't think he was totally heartless. But I don't think he was a great, brave, wonderful hero.
I was there when Queen Sarai took her last breath.
I'm sure you didn't hasten that at all. I'm so sorry. If Viren, I mean, this is a kid's show. I don't know how dark they're actually going to go with Viren, but my brain is like, he killed her. He threw her off the horse. He left her behind. He stabbed her. I don't know. I don't like Viren. You may have
We returned
noticed.
home. The people of both of our kingdoms knew who they owed their lives to. These incredible heroes.
All
3
women.
queens.
I don't need to see this.
You don't expect.
Oh.
I've tried to be selfless as a
That was how he tried to start the conversation with Ezran when he tried to tell him the truth. Oh.
king, but free yourself from the past.
That's what they're doing right now. You'd be so proud of them. They did it without any prompting.
Create a brighter future.
But I am sure they would have been very proud of you.
I know they would have been, sweetheart. Do not let him get to you.
I believe that if your mothers were here today, they would choose to join us and fight by our side.
I think you are right. Perhaps they would.
But
But I will not.
What?
yes, child.
We owe Catullus. I cannot repay a debt of 100,000 whose lives were saved by sending 1 million men and women to die in violence.
I respect you, child. Yes.
I'm afraid we can no longer.
Coward! Traitors! Each of
This is really... You've barely kept this rage under the surface, Viren, in your whole act. No wonder they're not siding with you. And also, Catullus is the one that killed the Dragon King and angered them. There's no... I'm sure once you're wiped out, if the elves then decide to come for everyone else, they'll band together.
standing here, you'll all pay the price for ignoring my warnings.
Ha!
Is known as the key of Erebos. And
Oh.
legends say it unlocks something of great power in Zadia. Perhaps it will be you, Callum, who discovers the key's secrets.
Oh, that is lovely. He had it.
And one last extra super secret bonus secret.
Hmm.
Did you know that Bait, our most sour friend, secretly loves belly rubs?
Who's a tubby little...
Bait deserves this. Bait deserves all the belly rubs in the world. Is he gonna talk to Ezra now? Oh.
What's that for?
No, I just love you.
Well, I love you too. So are we there yet? Are we close?
He needs to tell him because at some point they're gonna be somewhere. And like this random captain will be like, oh, it's a shame the king died. You know, word spreads and the kingdom right now will be wondering what happens next. The elves have come and they've killed our king. Where are the princes? We haven't seen them in months. You know, like there would be a lot going on right now and they would have heard. He needs to tell them.
We are close. There's something up there.
Oof. A dragon? Because we're bringing the baby home. We're good guys. Okay, this was a brilliant episode, a brilliant conclusion to the previous one. I still do think that story was very much told through the lens of Viren. Biased history, biased narratives. It's a good lesson for children to learn. But it was a lot. I never really thought we'd see what happened to their mother and how she died. Part of me genuinely does think Viren threw her off the horse or something to, you know, buy himself time. I mean, again, I don't know whether I'm giving him too little credit and painting him as too much of a villain. But yeah, that is my version of events. He thought the dragon will be distracted if I leave her behind. Off I go. And he could, again, say to himself, I am the only one that can do the spell, therefore she would not mind sacrificing herself for me. And now he just wants to murder her children, the children of the woman that died saving him. Because he wants power, power-hungry men. And women, but it's mostly men. I really respect the little girl for being like, thanks for the story, but yeah, my parents might have done that, but I'm choosing to do differently. I think that is such an important lesson, that just because you honour and respect your parents and maybe the traditional way of doing things, the traditional way of thinking, it doesn't mean you have to repeat it. You can look at it and see where it was flawed and see that way of thinking got them killed. I think if Catullus were to be invaded and they were being overwhelmed, very likely the kingdoms might come together and come and try and save them. But right now, Catullus went and killed the dragon king and stole the egg, or killed the egg, whatever you think happened. They brought this on themselves. If the elves go after the other kingdoms, they just start in a war for no reason. Then the other side of it was Callum reading the letter. He's going to treasure that letter, and even if he loses it at some point, what it said, the knowledge that he was so loved by 3 parents, that he has all of that love created him, it created Ezran, and the belief that they can change things and they can make a difference, and the knowledge that their father would be so proud of what they're doing right now because he realised that what they're trying to do, he would be proud and freaking terrified because they are children, but he would be so proud of them for trying to see it. They, without even hesitating, they went and they were like, we're going to make a difference. And even finding out that the elves succeeded in killing his dad didn't make Callum be like, well, fuck this, then we're keeping the dragon. You know, it was very much, they're still trying to do the right thing and make peace. So it does show you that sometimes when you're young, you have a clearer view of right and wrong in the world, and you grow up and you get more jaded and you have more other influences come on you, and you lose some of that clear-sightedness of youth. So this was a really lovely episode. Thank you so much, Albert, for sponsoring, and thank you for watching.